boranyana so Asking Batswana. Long lost, the mind wanders insane inside the valleys of my head, untamed and dread with slavery chains, deafening ears to truth. In flames, the tongue advocates the lies, born of unguarded thought, corrupting the soul, erupting emotion, defeating peace. Analysis paralysis will be our demise as we take blank shots at tapping God's mind. Or does he think with a mind? Reverse engineering her design and calling it intelligence, attempting to decipher his codes to plot new matrices. We don't know the color of God, his shape, her size, his delineation, most often lost in translations from scripts of once upon a lifetime, retrieved from the rubble of our wars. Our vision is limited to what catches the eye, at most perhaps projected into a future unseen, so we depict gods as beings in other realms, when in reality they live among us, inside our spirit, untapped by insincere meditation. We lost connect with God when we defined disambiguation, disassociation, broke ties at the belly with kin to stand apart, cloaked in false distinction, careless lenius, ennobled a genius. Classification, that sin of science that categorizes by species to super and subtype cast nature's creations, black and white, determining which box we fit, while alpha taxonomies of self-appointed masters employ the tools of genealogy and genetics, unnaturally selecting those reserved a seat at the top of Maslow's pyramid of needs. And now it traces itself backwards in mathematical algorithms, biological system ethics lacking rhythm and pace to find we have but one origin, one God, one mother. What? How can we be wrong when we've raced by color for so long, grouped by creed and clan and color and wealth, dissected the breath we breathe molecule by molecule, and sold for a prize, the blood of another? But how dare we think ourselves wise as the creator when our imagination is restricted by the margins we've drawn, our retina reflecting visions downside up, surreal color vision leading our findings to imprison us in the politics of culture, greed breeding greed for the wealth of third worlds, money mongers whipping about platinum-studded belts that no longer fit their widened guts that have profited from this disunity, the Third Reich living, not just in barcoded memories on the arms of survivors, but always up the sleeve of some clever, money-funded globalite making gains in global iniquities quietly invested on the Isle of Man. What mystery lies in phrases, do not kill and love thy neighbor, these principles long sold to suit our avarice's pursuit, so that we sever umbilicals with nature and live above it as a subtype of our divinity, as in ashes and soil were made from men's rib, and not even what's uttered from the priest's lip. Perhaps while digging for gold, we'll find beneath the soil our lost universal common ancestor, curled up as a fetus in the cradle of humankind. Classification, a science of curious minds, conceiving theories not from the tree of wisdom, but from the stem of Darwin's tree of life. Its roots embedded deep in theories of how we evolved from earthworms and apes of the jungle to a mighty force of human rovers that sleep by day and work by night to plot geographical divides even through the air we breathe. Perhaps while digging for gold, we'll find beneath the soil our lost universal common ancestor curled up in the cradle of humankind. Tutsi, Hutu, Jew are mere binomial nomenclature derived from the debris of a broken rainbow, this by men who